Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Vintage Dolphin channel. We're always trying to find them vintage items and flip them into some cash, just like a dolphin, baby. Thanks for the motivation last night, Joey Bada Bing 22. Check him out over on YouTube and eBay. He's just awesome, brings a lot of energy to the game. We're both starting off. He's been doing a little bit longer than me. Some of them new guys that just started following, Prison to Profit, Art Vandalay, Cajun Reseller. Hey, we're starting somewhere, starting small, working on that financial security, so every little bit helps. We're talking about selling on eBay, trying to find them items that we really like, them BOLO items, a little bit higher average price, and something that sells quick. It's what we're always looking for. I wanted to show you guys a little bit out back what my hobbies, what I do for a hobby. I got the Friendly Food Forest channel also on YouTube. Lots of fruit trees, plants, another way to save money, live healthy, and we just really enjoy it. Got the flowers, got everything in full bloom right now, fruit trees and everything way out back. So that's something I do for fun, but I thought I'd go inside, show you a couple BOLO items. One I know Joey Bada Bing 22 is just gonna love, so we'll hop downstairs and check that one out. I got it hanging in the basement, and check out some weights that are a guaranteed sell real quick. With everything going on right now, people are always looking for weights, and especially these vintage ones I got. So let's go in, check out a couple BOLOs, and we'll chat a little bit more. Got our York billiard barbell weights. I think they're from the 50s or 60s, but definitely way vintage. And most weights right now are going for $2 a pound. These I might be able to get just a tad bit more. But weights in general, you can usually count on about $2 a pound. So we got 100 pounds right there, because there's two of them. Couple 12.5, so 25. Bunch of little ones over here, bunch of 10s and some smaller ones. So at $2 a pound, we did pretty well on this lot. That is something we're willing to pay up for. Sometimes if you want to increase your average sale and get an item that sells really fast, you might have to pay up for it. But that's where I really like the theme of this business. The more knowledge you have, the more you can make. So if you know you're going to get your money back pretty quick, it's okay to spend a little bit more. And if you're looking out for an item like this that some people might not even think of, might think this is just some old weights and they're done with them, get rid of them. But we know this is quite a bit of money in this little pile over here. So I wanted to show you guys, keep your eye out for weights, especially York vintage weights. Let's go down and check out that item in the basement. Look at that pristine piece of merchandise right there. Kentucky Wildcats. I'm pretty sure it's vintage. I gotta check it out a little bit more. But the thing is just pristine. The white is as white as can be, contrasting on a nice beautiful black with no damage. Oh man, Wildcats print all across the front. It's a little loud, but it's a little clean too, boy. We like that right there. So that'll be going up real soon. That's the one I was super proud of. Just recently I picked this leather coat up and that Wildcats leather coat up for, I think it was about 12 to 13 bucks maybe out the door. That's a pretty nice leather coat there too. I don't think it's a special brand or anything, but leather coats definitely hold a little bit of money too, and that's something we can look out for. And especially when you see them with a nice logo like this, fresh and clean, never worn. I don't know if this just didn't fit the person, or if they just used it, hung it on the wall. They're a big Wildcats fan, but this thing's never worn. It is just beautiful. Don't get much more beautiful than that when you're looking for a vintage dolphin to flip and make a little bit of money. Let's check out something else right over next to us. So here's what we posted just recently last night. Thanks for giving us the motivation, Mr. Joey Bada Bing 22. So Durham exclusive. This is definitely a BOLO. We're actually not selling it with the box, so that little bit of damage won't be seen on the outside. It's a little water damage or something. But these sell individually or on their own just fine. We put everything together in a kit, but we're just not selling the box with it. And that one's going to be in the $70 range for that stuff. It's missing $100 worth of the item on the right, the collagen lift moisturizer. So that's the most pricey one in the bunch, but the rest of them still hold some value. So that's alright. We just listed them on their own without the box and without that. and it should be $70. So that's a nice little bolo to keep your eye out for. Something you probably won't see a lot, but when you do, you might be able to pick it up pretty cheap. And always look for it, make sure it's still new, because I don't think you can sell used products like that. So make sure any of your makeups are still new in box if you're picking them up, but you can make some real nice money on them. I've talked about the vintage perfumes and showed you some on my previous videos. That's definitely a real good item to look out for too. And I'm not on these jeans right here were Levi's. These were given to me, so it's all profit. We're going to try to get $20, $30 out of them, but we will see how that goes. But like I said, free can be good. A little bit of sweat equity, and we'll get some inventory money rolling. I'm not going to suggest that we get into the cassette game quite yet, but I'll figure that out and relay the word for you guys. So you can see these are sitting on some cassettes. So if I end up making a little money on them, I'll definitely let you know. But it's something I'm not going to recommend quite yet. Alright, we got a lot. This is the listed pile over here. So you can see we got stuff hiding everywhere. I don't know if this is good or bad. I'm going to say it's good because I knew I was buying a little ahead of time. But we got what some people refer to as a death pile. I'm hoping it's my life pile. I'm hoping it's some decent inventory to get this eBay rolling. Box of remotes, all kinds of goodies. Vintage tennis rackets. Vintage whenever I can. Alright guys, keep your eye out for them couple bolos. Know that you can do it. You can start small. You can kind of grow as you go. Most people are going to have a printer and a computer already, maybe an internet connection already. That's all you really need. You got to learn the shipping game. Do a little bit of studying there. I'm really starting to think I know what I'm doing on that, but once I got it all wrote down, but once I actually start shipping out a little bit more stuff, I'll give you some more tips on that. And that's really the only other thing that you gotta learn, what to buy and how to ship it. So anybody can do it. Start small. It gives you that financial security. You never know what could happen, so it's good to have at least something going. If you need to make it a little bit bigger, you can if you're in a pinch, or if it just happens to get bigger like we're going for, maybe you'll have that true financial security. Alright guys, if you like that one, keep following along. Subscribe to Vintage Dolphin. Keep your eye out for that vintage heat. And we'll see you on the next one.